Start with inviting people to the Real People's Real Stories testimony Zoom tonight. Um, I have been sending out messages for that and then also for the Sunday night's call. So I guess we could send out messages for both of those. Take maybe 5 to 7 minutes and send out messages for the testimony Zoom call tonight and then also for the opportunity call on Sunday night. So I will set my timer and we'll do that. Okay, my timer just went off. I saw you doing your voice messages. Good for you. I'm not I'm not so bold. I've done them, but I don't know. It's just not my go-to. Um, okay. Now let's take a few minutes. If you hadn't already done, happy birthdays. I Sometimes I'll write on people's wall depending on who the person is, and then sometimes I'll private message them. But Maria gave me the idea to make a little graphic that I did on Canva. And it's like a picture of me with like a happy birthday, kind of a cutesy little thing. One she did was like a funny thing. But anyways, so that's my happy birthday that I send in private message, instead of a voice message or typing out something. I just send that little, it's actually a little video that I created in Canva. So anyways, we'll take a few minutes to do our happy birthdays. Okay, I didn't set the timer that time, so maybe that was a few minutes long enough. Okay, I thought the last thing we would do is follow up with people that we have already messaged about for the testimony call or for the business call on Sunday night. Um, I've been sending messages out all week, but sometimes I'll see that people have read my message, but they've not replied. So I thought I would reach back out to those people. Maybe they saw the message and forgot to respond, or maybe they're ghosting me. I don't know.
What do
But
you say when you reach back out to them?
well, I had asked Maria the same thing recently. Stop, Reed. And I think she said something like, just say, hey, I didn't ever hear back from you, and I didn't know if you wanted to tune in to like the testimony Zoom call or whatever it may be. But just make it very casual, like, hey, I didn't hear back from you, so I didn't know if you I forget exactly how she worded it, but it seemed very like I said, very natural and not like you're hounding them, because I hate sounding like,
Yeah.
hey, I hate being like that. But I also have to tell myself because I often like will think, I think I'm bothering them to death. I have to tell myself, like, no, I have this that I'm offering them, and I'm trying to help them, and or I have this opportunity or whatever it may be that I'm reaching out to them for. Stop. Um, so I have to take it off of me, and like make it about them. I have to do that all the time. But because you don't want to sound like you're nagging them, but it's like we have to remember that we have something that's so awesome and we know can help them, and then plus the opportunity that comes with it. So I have to uh, retrain my brain, I guess, to think of it that way. So I'm going to set the timer this time, and we'll take a few minutes to follow back up. Um, However, it feels natural to you to do that, but to remind them about the testimony. And also, I know on one of the other calls I did, like with your new VIPs or your new customers, or even people that are just happy product users, I sometimes forget to let them know about these Zoom calls because they might have somebody that they know of dealing with these different health issues that they could invite to listen to it, or um, things like that. So that's another group of people that I sometimes forget about. So, all right, we'll take a few minutes and do that. So it took me almost that whole few minutes that I set the timer to send a message, to send one message. But I was gonna read to you what I did send to follow up with somebody that didn't reply to about the Zoom call tonight. I said, "Hi, I didn't hear back from you, and I didn't want you to miss out on this call that will take place tonight. I'd love to pass on the Zoom info to you or to a friend that may benefit from hearing these stories." So maybe by saying that, maybe if they're not interested and they see the graphic that I sent with it that tells about the different, um, testimonies that the people are sharing about, maybe a friend will come to mind that they knew or know could help, could benefit from listening to it. So I don't know, maybe so. I was gonna say something else. What was I gonna say? I don't know. Oh yeah, I have not made my post today yet for what's today's post to be? It's supposed to be about a product post, I think, on the thing from Aaron. I think that's right. But I shared a post earlier, so I'll probably post later on about a product. I haven't made one lately about active. I have an active post that I've saved that I may use. So but I try to do a lot in my stories too, but I try to swap things out between personal and then Plexus and just try to balance, what I'm posting where. Um, so I'm not vomiting everything on all over different or the same social media things. So I guess that's all I have. I went through my little checklist and that was really the things that I thought we would focus on. So anything else?
Perfect. No, that was good. Got more messages sent out, so that's always a plus. And some reminders for tonight. So yay.
Yes, and I'll probably remind some more people later. Tuesday, I think it was Tuesday that I had sent a message, and this was a reminder for me to read through my messages before I send them when I copy and paste, because it said tonight, and the girl actually replied and thought she had missed it, and I didn't know that it had said tonight in the message to her when I meant for Thursday night. And anyways, but thankfully she replied, and I said, "Oh, I didn't mean to say tonight. I meant Thursday night." So I was like, "Oh, I need to go back and proof my messages that I tend to copy and paste and make sure it's leading to the right day and things like that." But anyways, yeah, I'll have to send some reminder messages later. And two, I also shared about the Zoom call tonight with a customer that I have, and I don't think everybody is familiar with Zoom like I tend to think they are. So I had told her because she was going to be traveling and wasn't sure if she could tune in or whatever. I said, "Well, you can put the app on your phone and just listen in. It don't have to be like a at your computer kind of thing. If you're able to listen, that's really, all you need to do." So I took a screenshot of my screen and like circled my Zoom app so she could see what it looked like, and then just send her the graphic with the Zoom info so she would know, how to log in. But anyways, sometimes I tend to assume that people know how to get on Zoom, or they don't have a computer, they can't attend. But I do sometimes use my app if I'm just listening, but I prefer to be on my computer. It's just, I don't know, I like to see.
It's easier. Yeah, it's definitely easier on the computer.
It's much easier, but I guess like for time's sake, if it's just, kind of easier for you to open the app and do it that way, then that works too.
Perfect.
So, well, thanks for being here. I'm glad we both got some work knocked out.
Thank you.
And I will see you soon.
We'll see